for November 30th. Fantastic. So we're going to begin with the first name on the agenda, roll call. Hopefully Tella can fill in once she makes it to the meeting. So starting off, Dylan.
Here.
Fantastic. Carolyn.
Here.
I myself am present. Will and Tella are absent for a moment. Adele mentioned that he was going to have an exam. Akoy? Okay. Aziza?
Here.
Brendan? Brendan? I'll come in, so for now. Christine?
Here.
Thank you. David? David? Okay. Fantastic. Tella, Madam Secretary, are you here?
Yes, hey guys, so sorry I'm late. Do you want me to continue?
No worries about that. Are you able to continue the attendance from Devon?
Yes, of course.
All right, awesome.
Devon, Corey. All right, Jordan Warner. Okay, Miriam. Mira.
Here.
Mohammed, or Afnan. Okay, Jordan is here. Naveen.
Here.
Robert.
Here.
Socket.
Here.
Sateva. Sweta.
Here.
Tanvi.
Here.
Tonanzit.
Here.
Zara.
Here.
Brianna.
Here.
Camila.
Here.
Ricky.
Here.
Sarah. Sarah. Pragya.
Here.
Awesome. So that's it for roll call.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary. We're going to move on to the next item on the agenda, the approval of the minutes. Oh, I called it earlier, but if the Secretary could just mark Brendan as present.
Yes, of course.
All right, no worries. Let us know if you have difficulty hearing anything. Of course, the minutes and agenda are available. Yeah, just let us know. So moving on, the approval of the minutes from last meeting, that's November 23rd, 2020. If there is no objection, we will be approving the minutes from last meeting. Okay, hearing no objection, the minutes from last time have been approved. Moving on to executive board reports. Congrats, Pass No Credit is instituted for fall 2020. It's a little bit later than we would have hoped, obviously, after add drop period. But hopefully we can move forward and push in the spring and set up meetings to that end. I don't know if the president or vice president have anything further to add about that.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Do you have anything to add for pass no credit?
Okay, yeah. So I see we have data there on the list. I'll work on getting the raw data for us. There was a report that they were using with administration, but that wasn't all the data. It was just kind of earlier, from the weekend. They didn't add this stuff as it was coming in. More or less the point of that report was to show the overwhelming student need and desire for it. Students will use it. But I'll try to get the raw final data. And I'm really happy that, we got this result, and it's really on us to see how they actually follow through with it. The academic schools, I don't think the policies are really written yet. They're probably doing it now, but they're not publicly written yet. So we need to see, we need to hold them accountable to it.
Thank you, President. Just to echo some of the messages from the speaker in the group chat, congratulations to all of you and thank you for your hard work, and the President as well, because like already mentioned, this would not have happened if not for students speaking up, right? Going into this, I did not imagine that this was going to be implemented. I'm really glad that it did happen. We were able to make it possible with the overwhelming support of the students. So hopefully we can get that data to show it. Congrats again. We need to keep pushing. I'll try and see if there are further meetings to be set up. And we'll look forward to spring. On the same note, do try and fill out the SIRS surveys or the end of the course surveys on Canvas and Blackboard, because even though we may not get access to this data, or I'm not sure how to go about doing that, the administration does see that and use that. So make sure you do fill those out as well. Moving forward, the Chancellor Spring 2021 plan. Same thing as before, right? 10% in-person or hybrid. The resources are listed below. There's the one-stop for financial aid registrar, ABC, that's accounting, billing, and cashiering, and your RUID. That's all virtual. The technology launchpad, if you need any of those resources, if you need to loan technology, Wi-Fi, any of that. And of course, the counseling center. They have Mindful Mondays. I went last week. They're from 4 to 5 o'clock. I'm going to see if I can try and hyperlink that in the agenda or send that along as well. But they also have daily drop-ins at the same time if you just want to talk to someone. I found it very helpful overall. And finally, just to clarify, the care team is for students in crisis. They generally do not handle financial aid, though financial aid staff members do sit on the care team. The situation with the emergency relief fund is a special one created by the SGA. So just to clarify, normally their role is to create individualized support plans. But because we created the relief fund, they're now in charge of administering some support funds. Moving forward, we have the Legacy Drive, of course, open to all students. Please do disseminate that. Yeah, that's more or less the same. Hopefully we'll hear from university senators regarding additional items that might be added or things that were lost, as well as from the past SGA. As always, for further meeting or collaboration, contact the speaker and myself. Hopefully you can get a follow-up meeting with Vice Chancellor Gunko and Provost Mwanga. I know we were withholding on that, but now's the time to begin talking about spring. We have the VPVA We Speak Climate Survey. On Blackboard, it says the deadline is the 18th. That's not the case. It has been extended. There is a raffle with incentives for those who do complete it. And we do need responses in order to hit the minimum amount of data. I don't know, the Vice President has been meeting with Dr. Denise Thomas. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, we've definitely been working on getting more students to fill out the survey because we just want to see, like the campus climate in regards to, how things are going on campus, and they want to make sure that, they hear us through the survey. I think they only have like about 5% as of now, but they need about an additional 700 to 1,000 more students to fill out the survey. And it's very, very important that we do. I know they extended the deadline. It was originally due like 2 weeks ago, but they extended it. You should have received an email today, actually, regarding filling it out, but it's also in the agenda. So please fill it out. It is very important.
Thank you, Carolyn. For all those on the live stream, and definitely for all the association members, please fill it out if you have not done so already. It takes about, I'd say, 10 minutes, give or take. So yeah, this is incredibly important in assessing the climate regarding interpersonal violence, education regarding all these issues on campus. Just some brief statistics. I know the chair of the committee isn't here today, but 1 in 5 women have experienced interpersonal violence, right? And if we're talking about women, in our age group or demographic, the leading cause of injury or death is not, accidents or anything like that. It's their partners or it's someone that they know, which is incredibly unfortunate. And that's why it's really important to help these education efforts, to help this research. This survey is being run out of New Brunswick. If you have any questions, the contact for the IRB coordinator is on the survey site as well. Please do fill it out. So moving forward to the next item on the agenda, we have investing in our future proposal from the president.
Okay, so this report I made, basically it's just like something to like help get things going, I guess, or give another idea, right? We have a lot of money sitting around, and I know it's like really hard to figure out how we're going to use it for students and bring it for student service. Because all our plans change, right? I didn't expect any of this either. Like we couldn't innovate in the ways we wanted to. We couldn't spend it on student life the way we wanted to, or do this, that, right? So it's just like another idea to consider. I think it makes a lot of sense. I mean, we have a surplus of funding. When we are back in person, we will be back in person. It'll be useful to have some of this stuff, and we won't have a surplus of funding in the future to use. So you can look at this, read through like the text. It kind of explains like the purpose behind it, and decide like what you want. I mean, like we can replace any of the items on the list, add anything, whatever you think's cool, come to a consensus, and we can pass it all as like a lump sum thing. Right. And we can use our role as SGA and kind of innovate it for the future when we are back, and invest in these different items that student orgs frequently need, but have trouble obtaining because they're expensive or just the timing or like plans change. So it's just something to look at, and hopefully we could do like the end of this semester or the beginning of next semester for the future.
Sorry to ask again, but would the president be able to cover like Consolidus, a little bit what that means for student life?
Okay, so then the other one, I wrote 2 documents, right? The other document is basically Rutgers has like new vendor Consolidus for like their merchandise that you buy in bulk, right? And the more stuff you buy, the cheaper it is per unit. So I drafted that for you all, just like to kind of easily give you like the prices and suggest some like feasible things if we were to make like a care package for students. Like you have to consider how many it's going to and the process of that, right? But it's just like that shows the base cost for everything, and like some feasible options. Some things are just too expensive. Like we wouldn't be able to spend that, nor should we spend all of our money just on that, So there's just some options there to look at, really. Then the website's there, and you can look through it more.
Thank you, President. So yeah, Consolidus is the new vendor, like already mentioned. They also do individual mailing. So it's not just buying in bulk like before. They also mailed out to individual students. So Office of Student Life and Leadership is thinking about doing something. We can collaborate or do our own thing, like mentioned in the report. So please do look over these two documents. And hopefully we can hear more about it during the discussion of the floor, or please contact me or any of the e-board members with your thoughts. Next, we have De-Stress Fest coming up with right before finals. The Vice President is leading an initiative regarding that.
Yes, thank you, Harrison. So usually SGA does like free coffee in the library every semester for De-Stress Fest, but considering COVID-19, and the rate of transmission of the virus currently, we were unable to do that. But instead of that, we're going to be doing free coffee at Starbucks. I think it's very important to be there for students, especially after everything they've been through this semester. I think it'll be a nice gesture. Everyone loves Starbucks. So it'll be like, SGA will cover the first drink. And we're planning on doing it on December 14th, which is Reading Day. So hopefully students will be on campus to benefit from this initiative. Our community outreach centers are actually funding this initiative. So it'll be great, to be there for students and support them as they're studying. And it'll be all day, by the way. So all day on December 14th until funds are depleted. But according to Brian, there hasn't been, a lot of traffic in PRCC or at Starbucks lately. So, the funding should cover everyone for that day.
Okay. Thank you, Vice President. Hopefully we can get a flyer or something to promote it from our media committee as well. But that sounds great. December 14th, Reading Day. Gosh, that's in 2 weeks. Okay. So the Chief of Finance is currently absent, but we went over the budget proposal last time. Let me see if I can briefly pull up the presentation. Sorry, give me one moment. But just to overview, the funds from fall semester do carry over to spring for the Student Governing Association. The budget will look fairly similar to this semester. The only difference is the Chief of Finance is proposing integrating the senator individual funds with the general fund overall, since there has not been use of the senator funds to this point, with the obvious exception of the community outreach centers funding the De-Stress Fest event. It is the role of the association to either approve or reject the budgets by a to approve it with a 2/3 majority or reject it, after which the Chief of Finance will revise it according to any comments or discussions. If any of the senators have any thoughts about that, please do reach out to our Chief of Finance. And yeah, we're going to be looking forward to spring. Once again, for spring, we're expecting around the same amount, so well over $100,000. As of right now, we've used only 30% or so of our fall budget. The rest of the money currently right now is not helping students and is just in our account. So please, if you have any ideas, any legislation, any way in which to use money to benefit students or the student body, please let the speaker and myself know, as well as the Chief of Finance know, as soon as possible. Yeah, this is our second to last meeting. Our final meeting will be on December 7th. That's next Monday during free period. Talking about it, item I in the executive board reports. Next week, as just something to commemorate the fall legislative term, I was thinking we might, just take a picture, right? Take a screenshot. If you are comfortable or able, we do ask that you turn your camera on for the next meeting, or at least for the picture. Just thought I'd give notice in case anyone would like to dress up, any of that. Or we can make it, cozy pajama theme. I don't know, just maybe message in the group chat if you guys have any ideas for a theme. We can pick something out, make it work. If not, just turn your cameras on and hopefully we can get that next week in addition to ending early. Moving forward to committee reports, are there any reports from the Internal Affairs Committee?
May I speak?
Of course.
Thank you. The Internal Affairs Committee met last week on Monday. We laid out some goals that we would want to take a look at before and try to lay out a plan for spring semester. There will also be another meeting tonight at 6. And as always, whoever wants to join is free to join.
Thank you, Speaker. I see. I know I have Elections Committee on the agenda. Are there any reports from the Elections Committee?
Permission to speak, Chair.
Recognized.
Just wanted to formally say there is no current updates to give out to the Senate at the moment from the Elections Committee. I rest my time.
Thank you, Senator. One thing that I remembered I have to do, we need to begin looking at a chair for Elections Committee for spring elections. I have not done that yet, so hopefully we can begin looking forward after finals and all of this. Are there any reports from the Media Committee?
Request to speak.
Recognized.
Yeah, hello everyone. Okay, again, I'm sorry. So the media committee doesn't necessarily have any updates besides everything you spoke about. The website is still going on. We're currently reviewing other website and looking for features that we want on our website. And there are a couple of things that is a discussion. We don't want to talk about it right now because it's not finalized. So that's about it for now. So thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Chair from the Sexual Assault Prevention Committee is not present today. Moving forward, are there any reports from the Diversity Committee? Okay, I know the chair is having some connectivity issues at the moment, so I'll just cover any relevant things moving forward. Moving on to Senate reports, are there any university senator reports? Any university senators who did not get to report last time? Okay, hearing none, we'll be moving forward. I know parking was briefly
wait,
mentioned.
Harrison.
Oh, of
Sorry.
course.
So sorry. Did you say Senate reports?
Yes.
My thing cut out. Okay, may I request to speak?
Of course.
Thank you. I'm so sorry about that. So I was approached by an HLC student named Madeline. Jordan actually, Senator at Large Senator Jordan actually connected me with her. And I spoke to her on the phone yesterday, and she said that she's been working on the Pass No Credit initiative since September. And she was looking to see if SGA could somehow give her credit for all the work that she's put behind this. She said that she's been nonstop contacting administrators in order to get this going. And she's contacted President Holloway, and she's been doing a lot of behind the scenes work that, us SGA members haven't really noticed because it's been behind the scene. However, I do feel since she has been pushing for this initiative more than we have, I feel like maybe it would be nice to create some sort of post on our Instagram, just recognizing her work as a student leader, and saying that we encourage student leaders to take their own initiatives, and just give her some sort of a spotlight and a highlight, showing all her brilliant work. Yeah. She just wanted some sort of credit.
Of course. That sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Speaker. If it would be possible, I'd love to get a meeting with her maybe Jordan, if Jordan's available, and the speaker, along with Madeline, just to discuss this a little bit more and see, what exactly Madeline's looking for, what the association can do to support her, and maybe talk about future collaboration, since we want to uplift and engage with our student leaders. But if we can get a meeting set up, then we can figure everything out. Yeah, thank you so much for reaching out, Senator. So yeah, thank you. Are there any other Senate reports?
Nope. Can I have permission to speak?
Recognized.
Okay, so I sent out a message yesterday, but I really would like to continue to work on my environmental committee, and I just need some senators to help get behind my committee. I sent a message out yesterday and no one responded, but is there any way I can get people to respond or anything like this so I can create a group chat with us so we can discuss our goal as a committee and how we're going to work together? And just if they could say it in this group chat or say it in the chat here, I would be able to create a group chat for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. After the committee is formed, the association can move forward more formally with setting up meetings and items in that regard. But even if the committee is not formed, we can talk about other options to move forward, either within or somewhat external to SGA. And there, I know you're involved in another working group at the moment with the divestment initiative. There are other opportunities, especially with in conjunction with New Brunswick and SEBS, that we can look at. So thank you. That as well. Thank you, Media Senator. If the Madam Secretary would be able to hyperlink the reports to the minutes, that would be fantastic. Are there any other Senate reports? Okay, hearing now, we're going to move on to old business and new business. Obviously, if there's anything else, you may just ask for a floor during the hearing of the SGA. So moving forward to old business, we have the induction of Jordan Warner, our new at-large senator. I understand that we didn't have the chance to go through with the formal ceremony last time, but if our speaker would be willing to do the honors.
Yes, just give me one quick moment. I just need.
Of course.
Okay, so Jordan, are you ready? If you are, can you please turn on your camera?
Yes, I just need 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, awesome. So, hi everyone. I am the Speaker of the Senate, Devi Patel, and I would like to welcome you all to the induction ceremony of Jordan Warner for Student Governing Association Fall 2020 Senator-elects. So, Jordan Warner, please put your right hand over your heart and your left hand up. Thank you. You have been elected for at-large senator of the Rutgers Newark Student Governing Association. Are you ready to take the oath of office for your senator position?
Yes.
Okay, please repeat after me. I do affirm that.
I do affirm that.
I will faithfully execute the powers of the position.
I will faithfully execute the powers of the position
to which I was elected.
To which I was elected.
And will, to the best of my ability.
And will, to the best of my ability.
Abide by, preserve, and uphold.
Abide by, preserve, and uphold.
The Charter and bylaws.
The Charter and bylaws.
Of the Rutgers University Newark Student Governing Association.
Of the Rutgers University Newark Student Governing Association.
On behalf of the undergraduate students of Rutgers University Newark.
The undergraduate students of Rutgers Newark.
Congratulations on your election, Jordan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, Senator. Yeah, we're glad to have you and all the other new fall elect senators. Moving forward, we're now going to look at new business. So if there's no objection, we will approve the absence of Community Outreach Senator Miriam Habib. Okay, hearing no objection, Outreach Senator's absence has been approved. If there is no objection, we will approve the absence of Community Outreach Senator Adele Amin. Okay, hearing no objection, their absence has been approved as well. We also have a proposal, another initiative for De-Stress Fest from the Diversity Affairs Senator, Zahra Hussein, who's still having some connectivity issues, it seems. But if you would all be able to look at the hyperlink, the Diversity Affairs Center has a very ambitious plan for De-Stress Fest and has reached out to the coordinator. So hopefully it'll be seen on the flyers as well. I'm just going to share screen briefly for those who aren't able to open the link. But our center is going to be doing December De-Stress Fest, 21 days of yoga and meditation from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, December 1st to December 21st. Let me see in the chat. Having a little bit of difficulty accessing it, seems, but okay. Sorry, I'm resuming sharing. So from December 1st to December 21st, every day from 6 to 7 p.m., our senator will be walking through Yoga with Adrienne YouTube videos, as well as the Headspace meditation app, just trying to engage in mindfulness practices, which are incredibly important in this disorienting, isolating, derealizing time, especially with all the stress that's going on. Just try and pull up the chat. Thank you, Vice President. Personally myself, I try and engage in some mindfulness practices. Like every morning, I find it to be helpful. Just trying to make some time for myself. I encourage you all to attend as well. And also encourage students to attend. Hopefully our media centers, I know this is a lot of events, but maybe if there's a weekly thing that can be made or re-promoting the OSLL materials for De-Stress Fest, that would be fantastic. There's also all the YouTube links hyperlinked here with the procedures in case there's anything that someone's not comfortable with or unable to do or just want to look ahead. So I'm very excited to see this initiative, and hopefully I'll be able to make a few of these myself. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. The link is in the minutes and the agenda as well. Moving forward, we have committees as part of new business. Obviously, we have the Internal Affairs Standing Committee, elections, which is formed again. We'll be needing a chair for the spring elections, so that way we can start orientation. Sexual Assault Prevention Committee, Media Committee, Diversity Committee. Do I hear a movement to form any new committees?
Mr. Chairman, may I be recognized?
Recognized.
Sorry. Thank you. So I would like to move to form the Health Committee. So I'll just go through the script, if that's okay. So I move to form the Health Committee to address issues concerning general and mental health within the Rutgers community and or surrounding communities, with Christine Cleo, me, as chair, and Miriam, Sweta, Akwe, Naveen, Sateva, Adil, Pragya as members.
All right, I was just briefly transcribing that. I feel like I missed a member there. Point of information. What was the member after Sateva?
I think it was Pragya.
Pragya? Okay. So just check if that in the chat is correct for our Madam Secretary to transcribe. So I hear a motion to form the Health Committee from Senator Khalil, with Senator Khalil as chair, and Senators Miriam, Sweta, Akwe, Naveen, Sateva, and Pragya as members. Do I hear a second?
Seconded.
Seconded by Senator Sweta. Thank you. So it's been motioned in and seconded, and it's now before the floor for discussion and debate. Do I hear any discussion from the floor in favor or against this motion?
I think it's great to have this committee on the SGA. I served on it last year, and we had a lot of great initiatives with Dr. Anise Thomas, the executive director of the health center. So I can definitely connect you guys with her. She's amazing. She always wants to help students and, help them come up with initiatives to be there for students, especially right now with COVID-19. I think it would be great to have this health committee and, move forward with initiatives to help students.
Thank you, Vice President.
And if you ever have any questions, let me know.
Our Vice President has been very involved in these initiatives with health and wellness ever since she served as SASN Senator. So thank you again. I do encourage you also to reach out to not only Dr. Anise Thomas, who's the director, but also Teresa, the director of HPD, VPVA, because obviously wellness is holistic, as I'm sure you all know. It's not merely mental or physical. There are many dimensions of that. So thank you, Senators. Hearing no discussion, we will now move forward to a majority vote, simple majority by voice. So all those in favor of the motion to form the Health Committee, say aye.
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 Thank you. And all those against, say nay. Very well, the ayes have it. It seems to be unanimous, and the Health Committee is formed as an ad hoc committee. Congratulations to Senator Khalil, as well as all the other members.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to see what work comes out of this. So congratulations. There's no more new business, so we will now move forward to the hearing.
Wait, permission to be recognized?
Of course.
I'm so sorry. I want to move to form the Public Safety Committee for Women's Defense, COVID Safety, and Street Safety with me, CJ Senator Thanvi Patel as chair, University CJ Senator Brianna Santiago as secretary, and at-large Senators Tonantzin Aguas and Jordan Warner as members. I can put the link.
Thank you, Senator. Just trying to type it out. I hear a motion to form the Public Safety Committee for Women's Safety with Speaker as chair, members, Senator Santiago. I missed the remaining members. Point of information, would the speaker be able to repeat who's serving as the members?
Yes, at-large Senators Tonantzin Aguas and Jordan Warner.
Fantastic. Thank you, Speaker. So I hear a motion to form the Public Safety Committee for Women's Safety with Speaker Thanvi Patel as chair, Senators Santiago and Jordan and Tonantzin as members. Do I hear a second?
A second.
Seconded by Media Senator Akwe. Thank you. It has been motioned and seconded to form the Public Safety Committee for Women's Safety, and is now before the floor for discussion and debate. Do I hear any debate or discussion in favor or against this committee?
In favor.
Thank you, Senator. Okay, hearing no discussion, we will now move forward to majority votes, once again by voice. So all those in favor of forming the Public Safety Committee for Women's Safety, say aye.
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 Fantastic. And all those against say nay. The ayes have it, and the Public Safety Committee for Women's Safety has been formed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I understand that the CJ Centers and the University CJ Centers are already engaged in discussions with RUPD. I know there are events in the past with public safety trainings and collaborations with the Sexual Assault Prevention Committee. So I'm looking forward to the great work that comes out of this as well. Do want to clarify once again, in the interest of supporting VPVA, that the majority of assaults do not come from a stranger, right? Unfortunately, it is most of the time an acquaintance or someone that the individual knows, right? This is not just true for women, also for men as well. But I think this will be a very fruitful collaboration, and I look forward to seeing what work comes of this. So we'll now be moving forward to the hearing of the SGA. Open comment for any member of the association. Do I hear any discussion from the floor?
Permission to speak?
Recognized. Thank you, Vice President.
I just wanted to follow up on what's going on campus right now with COVID testing. We met with Dr. Anise Thomas last week, and she informed us of initiatives that are being done. So there's COVID-19 testing being done in the Bergen Room in the PRCC. So if you're ever on campus and you want to be tested for COVID-19, definitely go there. It's a walk-in testing site, so you don't have to sign up or anything. Just walk in and you can get your testing done. Thankfully, there are enough volunteers at the Newark campus. They're in need of more volunteers in New Brunswick, but as of now in Newark, we're fine. So they will let us know if they ever need additional volunteers to help setting up testing kits or get more involved. And you can also get your flu shot at the Health and Wellness Center. I believe you need an appointment as of now to get your flu shot, and they will direct you exactly where to go. They're thinking about doing a flu shot testing week so that everyone can just walk in and get their flu shots done. And it would be easily accessible to students, but as of now, it's still in the process, it's still in the works. But definitely take advantage of these opportunities and definitely get tested for COVID. Even if you might not have symptoms, a lot of people don't actually have symptoms and they might, have it. So just if you need to go get tested and, to protect your loved ones, because you never know, especially the elderly and the younger people.
Thank you, Vice President. Just a point of information, do you have the hours for the walk-in testing centers? I was not aware that they were opening this week.
I do not, but I can definitely put the link in the chat right now.
Thank you, that would be fantastic. So yeah, for those of you who are not familiar, I'm on campus, right? I'm in Talbot. We've been getting tested weekly. Their testing strategy overall has been with individuals who have the most contact. So individuals on campus, student workers and whatnot, and they're slowly expanding their testing capabilities overall. So the walk-ins testing sites are the next step. Hopefully if we have the link in chat, that can be added to the minutes as well and disseminated. The volunteers, just to clarify Vice President's earlier point, the volunteers are not doing the testing. Those are certified medical professionals. The volunteers are just to assemble the kits. Since we heard from RUSA, that's New Brunswick student government, that they actually have a shortage of testing kits over there just due to different testing volumes. Luckily, that's not an issue with Rutgers Newark. As for flu shot, if you have not gotten it already, please do try and get it from your local CVS, Walgreens, pharmaceutical center. If not, the Rutgers Health Center, that's Blumenthal Hall, 249 University Avenue, is open via appointment. The building is normally closed. I would budget a little bit of extra time just for the transition because there was a little bit of a wait. But overall, the flu shots from the health center are free to students with or without health insurance. I believe that's most of it. Are there any other comments or discussion from the association members? Is there any further discussion from the association members? Okay. Once again, to reiterate the vice president's point, many individuals with COVID-19 or the coronavirus can be asymptomatic. That means having no symptoms, right? And symptoms may take from 2 to 14 days to manifest. So it's very important to get tested if you've been in contact that's within 6 feet of a person who may have had COVID-19 or been exposed for 15 minutes. The 15 minutes do not need to be consecutive. It can be 15 minutes over the span of one day. So please do keep that in mind. Engage in social distancing, wash your hands, wear a mask, like our speaker says. And yeah, we'll now open it to the hearing of the public. I understand our great NJ PERG coordinator is here as always.
Yes. Hi, guys. If you don't know me, so I know some new people are here. Maybe my name is Caitlin Mitchell. I'm the campus organizer for NJ PERG students. And NJ PERG students, we're a student organization on campus working to protect the environment, fight hunger and homelessness, and promote civic engagement. And our chapter here at Rutgers work with professional staff to educate the public, run grassroots campaigns, and lobby our elected officials so we get results. And so, I know last year we worked with, and this year we worked with SGA to make a civic action plan and help turn out the youth vote this year. But just to update you on what we've done on these past few weeks. So we had our Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week. And of course, we were posting resources on social media. This is like a national thing that lots of people take part in. And we were happy to take part in it as well under our Hunger and Homelessness campaign. And we wrote letters to the editor about the misconceptions about homelessness and what it actually looks like on college campuses. We raised money here at Rutgers for the Community Food Bank of New Jersey, over $200 here for our chapter at Rutgers Newark. And we also attended a federal lobby day to advocate for the COVID relief bill to ensuring it meets students' basic needs, and it will allocate funding by headcount to better serve lower resource schools. And our chapter is currently in discussion talking with the campus community to decide on what campaigns we want to run and prioritize next semester. Definitely still want to prioritize hunger and homelessness, but also looking to talk about federal funding for higher education and prioritizing energy use, because I know that's a big topic happening here at Rutgers. That's where we're at for this week. Great.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. It sounds like you guys are incredibly busy. Thank you again for supporting students. If there are any senators interested in any of these initiatives, do encourage you to reach out to Caitlin as well. And looking forward to see further collaborations and support between SGA and NJ PERG. So thank you.
Permission to speak?
Recognized.
I was just thinking with Caitlin, I would like to reach out to her after about how my environmental committee could literally work hand in hand with NJ PERG's initiative, and we can help bring it more onto campus and more in the legislation aspect into her goals in being a part of NJ PERG.
Definitely was hoping to meet with you as well when I heard about the environmental committee.
Awesome. I'm really glad to see this collaboration already happening. If there are any other senators interested, please do reach out to Caitlin. I myself have Caitlin's contact as well, so you can reach out to the speaker and I. Is there any other discussion from the association or the public? I don't have the live stream up at the moment, but are there any questions from community members?
Currently, there are not any comments on the live stream, so we're good to.
Thank you, Media Center. All right. Is there any further discussion from the floor?
Permission to speak.
Recognized.
Okay, so hello everyone again. It's me, Clay. So, there's this discussion. I haven't necessarily discussed it with the media committee yet because we weren't able to meet due to holiday events and time constraints. But we're planning on, because of the website, we're planning on having photos of members of the SGA that we could have on our Instagram page. Hopefully we would be able to have the shots during the winter break. I know last year we tried to do that and it was pretty hard and weren't able to do that, but hopefully this year we could do that. So I just wanted to put it out there so you could all have it in your minds that we're gonna have photos taken of ourselves. I'm currently looking forward to having a meeting with like some sort of merchandise for the SGA, so we could all have like some sort of formal wear. Like we could all have something to wear. Like that's it. Like if you get what I mean. So yeah, that's currently in discussion. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there and please participate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mia Sider. I understand we had like difficulty coordinating shots in previous years. I don't know about others who have had previous experience on SJ, but like the photo shoots for like campaign week or elections, I've been using those like professionally, you know. I have some of them like still saved in folders for like LinkedIn or anything like that. It's a great opportunity. It's free, you know. So I would encourage you to reach out. We have great media centers. I know some of our university centers have a lot of experience with this as well. So I highly encourage you to reach out and hopefully we can get that coordinated over break. Thank you. Is there any other discussion from the public or association?
Permission to speak, Mr. Chairman.
Recognized.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Sarah Shoba, pronouns she, her, hers, SASN representative to the University Senate. I do apologize. I came in late to the meeting and forgot to do my Senate report. But I do want to update the association that the executive committee will be meeting this Friday, the 4th. And we also have a meeting with the executive committee chair, John Oliver, to meet on Thursday at 3:30 as with all of these Senate committee chairs, and being the co-chair of the Student Affairs Committee, I will be attending it. So I will come back next meeting with more, hopefully, to report on with our plans and our initiatives for the year. Thank you.
Thank you, University Senator. If possible, would it be I'm sure this is already involved in conversations, but would you be able to let the association know about the status of pass no credit for the upcoming spring semester, or if that's addressed at all during the executive committee?
Mm-hmm. So since this has been passed after our meeting with the University Senate, it's very recent. So I'm very excited to see what we're going to be talking about. I will be meeting with my co-chair, Dr. Elizabeth Maddow, to talk about everything that we kind of are working on. And definitely passing no credit is a huge thing that is going to come up due to the students' stress and, everything that they're going through. So we're going to be talking about that. And I'm interested to see what the academic and curricula committee is going to say during our meeting on Thursday. And also what the executive committee as a whole is going to say, and what the representative to the Board of Governors are going to report to their respective bodies. So this is just all very interesting. No one has talked about it thus far as I know, especially within our committee. But I'm very intrigued to see what the response of the Board of Governors and Trustees is going to be as well. So stay tuned.
Thank you, University Senator. I'd love to have a meme later just to talk about pass no credit and pedagogy moving forward. I know that's been a big focus for obviously the academic and curricular community, but also the Student Affairs Committee. And hopefully once we get data from RUSA or the president, I've been doing some research on my own. But yeah, thank you. Is there any further discussion from the public or the floor? Do I hear any motions or any resolutions, legislation? Okay. I would like to remind the association as a whole that this is our second to last meeting. and we still have more than $50,000 in our accounts. It will roll over, but that is money that's not being used to help students. Yes, it is getting to the end of the semester as well, so best of luck on final exams and papers and projects and presentations and whatever else you have. I know life has been difficult. So if there's anything else that the association can do to support, please let us know. Best of luck, everyone. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you, speaker.
I second.
Thank you. Yeah, we haven't really been doing exact parliamentary procedure on that one, since technically there's supposed to be a vote after the motion to adjourn. But we're a little in the gray area there, and I know. I mean, after a motion to adjourn, like, I don't know if anyone wants to stay for a vote, you know. It's supposed to be a 2/3 vote too, so it's like, yeah, whole entire roll call again. You know, maybe the next year's chief of staff can take that to their discretion. But this is, I think, how I would like to run the meetings next semester. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys next Monday. You know, we can stop the live stream if it's not already. Yeah, thank you all for making a time, and best of luck with finals. Take care.